Welcome back to the farm, guys. Welcome back. You just caught me in the end of a contract. I didn't want to drag you guys all through it, but we are hauling more silage bales. We're heading down to the biogas plant. This is the last load. We've already made a little bit of money off it. I think we brought in about $7,000 or $8,000 from the contract itself. We did finish. I don't remember if I finished with you guys oh no, I ended it short. So we did finish the harvesting contract as well. That made us about 5,500. So right now we're sitting at almost 17,000. I haven't cashed in the contract yet, and this bale, all the rest of these bales on this trailer should be ours as well. So we should get money for those as well. Now I've been thinking about a way to make us money. And I did some exploring around our yard. I opened our garage, which I didn't know I could do, and there is a game console there. So I'm assuming these collectibles that we need to grab, not catching Pokemon. The collectibles we need to grab are the game consoles, and there's about 20 of them. So I don't know what the price tag is per one. But we're heading down to the biogas plant, which I don't know if we've ever delivered there before. So I want to take a good look around it too. Maybe see what the price of it is. Sadly, now that we have a field to commit to making silage, but I wonder if we can make money with the biogas plant selling the what is it, the methane gas and electricity it produces. I know some mods can do that. I don't know if the in-game biogas plant can do that. I would assume it could, because I don't see myself using any tractors that are methane operated or electrical operated unless I bought like maybe the electric forklift. I don't like all-wheel steering tractors, but this is it's a nice big tractor. It's fun to drive. Very powerful, very strong. I just didn't want to drag you guys through another strung-out contract to make us money. But I think today we're gonna. Oh, and I looked at the chicken pen that we have. We can hold 1,000 chickens. I think maybe if we started with 100 full-grown chickens and let it fill out, we should be able to buy the bags of grain to give them, because their protein is soybean, which we don't have. Their energy food is wheat or sorghum, which we also don't have. Base food is CCM or maize, and their moisture is carrots and sugar beets. I know we can buy carrots. We can buy maize in bags. We can buy wheat or sorghum. We can buy soybeans, I believe. Their other is alfalfa hay for protein, but I think I've tried that before and it doesn't work. I don't know how you're supposed to give them alfalfa hay. I'm not quite sure. He didn't listen. Good news is we can drive right through them, they don't get hurt. The deer like to stray everywhere. They were a great addition to the game, but they pop up in the most inconvenient places. They're just like the people on that main road that just walk out in front of this tractor. Oh, big tractor doing 30 miles an hour? I'll just walk right out, no problem. It would be nice if we could get a trailer though, so I don't have to make multiple runs back and forth from the store with like a bag or two on the forks. That would also be great. But yeah, I think chickens might be the way to go, because we should be able to maintain them, and we can sell the eggs for a profit. So the rest of these should be ours. Perfect. They're only 220 bales, because that's what the wrapper could do. I wanted to do 240s to make it easier, but another 7,000 just for the bales. That's great. And we will collect that as well. So that brings us up to 42,000. And the other thing I don't think I saw at this silage or the biogas plant is I don't see bunkers anywhere. They have the methane torch and everything. And I'm not sure what these drop-off and pickups points are. I'm sure this is probably the liquids. It's cool. It's interesting, though. You can walk up here. But it's a big facility, so I'm assuming the storage would be massive at this place. Oh, this is a nice flat catwalk. Oh. Caverns of Underrealm. Oh. Well, that brings us up 92,000. I did not expect there to be one here. Interesting. Well, sadly, I don't think still won't be able to afford the biogas plant. I just want to see the price for this. Oh my, okay, no. We cannot afford that. But we can jump back to our farm. Why was I in green? Am I wearing a lime green jacket? I am. Sorry, it's chilly out. It's only 53 degrees. I live in Florida. This would be cold. I thought it put the games over here with it. No game cartridges available. I just found one, though. What do you mean? Interesting. Maybe it'll pop up on the next save. And I was exploring this, and I didn't know what animals this was, but it's chickens. Now, the chicks are adorable. The ducks are cute as well, but we want chickens. And we would prefer full-size chickens. They are $6 a piece. So what would it cost us for 100? And we can't go and collect these ourselves to save us the money, sadly. But this pen holds up to 1,000, so if we put 10% of the chickens in here and we grow the rest of our own chickens, we'll save ourselves a bunch of money. And 100 chickens should produce a decent amount of eggs. We can definitely afford that. So let's do that. We got 100 chickens. But now we have to get food for them as well. It would be really nice to just get a little flatbed trailer. Even this one will work. Depending on if we can actually put stuff into it. We don't want to do that because we don't have the truck to haul it. Or we could also buy a pickup truck and use the forklift that's at the shop. Oh, we have the Gator, but we're not going to fit a lot on there, are we? And these trucks are not cheap. Is there anything on sale that could help us? No. That is a nice tractor, though. That would be a lot more power, but I prefer to save the money. No, I don't know that that's extremely tempting. And there's a weeder in here, which might actually help us. We actually need to do that. So I think our field needs to be weeded. Oh, it also needs to be rolled, too. We got to do that, too. I forgot. So let's get ourselves a roller. Let's take care of the chickens first, though. I don't think there's any real cheap trailer we could tow around. Yeah, no, these are not cheap. I mean, 15,000 isn't bad. I thought there was a small flatbed in here. Is it this one? You can convert it to a flatbed, I believe. Yeah. And that's cheap enough. We're going to be using it a lot. Oh, that's not the vehicle I wanted to be in. We could have used this, but yeah, we're all going to fit like 2 bags in there per trip. to unhook the trailer as well. There we go. Yeah, we also got to remember to do that. We got to roll that field and weed it, because we want to get maximum production out of it. But we also have a lot of money left over. I'm wondering if we should look at possibly saving for a field. That should definitely be on the agenda, getting another field. If I continue to do contracts, I'm going to do them off screen so I don't have to bore you guys with them. Now, finding that game cartridge, that gave us a great boost. That was an extra $50,000. Basically doubled our money. But we want to be cautious with it. We don't want to just spend it all immediately on stuff. I'm trying to debate in my head whether it's worth waiting for another field and letting this field go as is, but the weeds will absolutely tarnish our hard work. So I don't really want to let the weeds get into the field. Rolling is not a huge ordeal, but the weeds will cause a massive problem. That is for sure. But I don't think we can hit it with the weeder until it hits the first growth stage. But that tractor that was on sale is very tempting. Very tempting. I mean, let's be honest, the field box is not the fastest, and she's in pretty rough shape, but she's been able to do everything we need to do. But that big tractor, we could definitely upgrade into some bigger implements. And the chickens should be able to produce a lot of eggs. 100 full-grown chickens should be good. And when that pen has 1,000 chickens in it, we've only bought 100 of them. We only spent, what, $400 to maybe $600 on chickens. And I don't plan on loading all the chicken eggs by hand, so I might get an auto-load trailer just to make that a little bit easier. But if you guys prefer, I can do the auto-loading off-screen so it doesn't break the immersion. So I don't know if we can pick up egg pellets by hand. I don't think we can. She's definitely not the most fastest tractor. That's for sure. She's not breaking any speed records. But it was such a cheap tractor, it was able to get us started. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for game cartridges. And like I said, I'm not going to look up where they are. I'm not going to start searching for them. It just happens to be we stumbled upon one because I wanted to look at the biogas plant while we were there. I still find it strange though they have no silos. Yep, big tractor, no big deal. So yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out. If somebody sees one, don't be afraid to yell out in the comment section that I'm blind and I missed it. There is a really cheap small field right there behind the grocery store. That seems like a really small grass field. I'm impressed with how many chickens that pen holds, though. That'd be a lot of chickens. I mean, the amount of eggs that would come out of that once they're all full grown would be crazy. Look at the little trailer. It's so cute. It actually kind of looks dwarfed by this tractor. Got to hook up our lines. Okay. That's a very small trailer. That should go behind a pickup truck or something. So with the Maze Plus mod, we have different bags of food. We have chicken food, but I don't think I want to do it that way because that only does 2 rows, and I can't remember it does what. I'm trying to remember what we have here. We have wheat, we have barley, more wheat, same price as that one. Oh, so we can't buy as much as I thought we could. We can buy the maize. We can buy... I know we can buy the carrots as well. We can grab the wheat for energy food. We can buy the corn. And that base food. Maybe we'll have to try the chicken food and hope that fills up some of the bars. We'll grab 2 bags of that. Grab 2 bags of maize. We'll put the chicken food in first to see what it covers. And well, it's the same. Let's get the chicken food bags. We'll grab 2 of those. And then we have to go do pallets. There's the carrots and potatoes. They can't eat potatoes. They can only eat sugar beets or cut sugar beets, which when we have our own sugar beets, we'll obviously give them to the chickens versus getting rid of them. Seed pallets. Mineral feed, which we don't need quite yet. Wheat, corn, barley, same things in here. I was just looking around to see if there was any other options. I'm not quite sure if we're going to fit everything on this trailer. I did not expect that trailer to be that small. It almost seems kind of silly at this point that trailer is only that big. But I don't know if there's another flatbed trailer that we can use. That's interesting. I'm so sorry. I did not expect that trailer to be so small. Let's go back down to... Oh, here we go. So we could get one of these bale loading trailers instead. I forget, sometimes they hide the good ones in here. Let's get it black. And we'll leave the room color as it is, so... It's only a little bit more, or maybe even a little bit less than that one. And we can get rid of that trailer, because that trailer is sadly too small. I don't think we really need that. Yeah, that's a much bigger trailer. That will definitely get the job done. I did not expect that trailer to be so small. I thought it was a little bit bigger than that. But this will be handy for store runs if we need to run down here and grab things. Which it just has an electrical connection. Forgive me that my forklift skills are not very good in the game, because sadly I do this all day long. So you'd think I should be good at it. That's a little heavy. I'm going to try to stack on these two. Hope we don't tip it over. And then when we get back to the yard, we can take these off with the forks on the tractor. I think we have forks. It's a nice little forklift, though. It's very helpful. Oh, and it turns on a dime. Let's see. Can I can. Okay. That's also really heavy. Hopefully that's enough height. Goodness, as it is. This is why I do tend to use auto loaders in my little private games, but I'm going to try my best to do it the proper way. And the eggs are going to be a different story because there's going to be a lot of them, and it would be absolutely painful to watch me try to load that many eggs. Put the store's forklift back. That one doesn't really hit anything. That one's like right on the edge, but we'll see. Oh, I forgot to fix my time. So let's get this back to the yard. We're definitely going to do the chicken food first and see what bars that fills. And we'll get better with it in time. And then hopefully we won't have to buy any kind of chicken feed. We'll be just producing our own chicken feed. If we can make it up this hill. How would we be able to unfold the bale trailer? I'll mess with that later. Oh boy, this is a struggle. I do not remember if we have a big bag handler at the farm or if I have a set of forks. I believe it's a set of forks, which is okay. We'll grab one bag at a time and see what it fills for the chickens, and then we'll go from there and we'll balance it out. Come on, field boss, you can do it. There's a replacement for you at the store if you don't start doing your job. I don't want to waste the money on another tractor, although it is an absolute deal for that tractor. We'd have more horsepower, we'd have more speed for traveling. It is definitely a thought in the back of my head. But we need more equipment, too. If we buy a new tractor, we won't be able to afford any more equipment like the weeder or the roller. Or possibly saving it for another field. Because I think rolling is only going to give us about 5% for the yield, which isn't. Which I'm not super worried about the weeds. The weeds will cause havoc. We'll lose like between 15 and 20% of our yield. Which on the way back, I'm actually going to swing by the field and see what the numbers say. Because I thought they were supposed to fix the subsoiler stopping weeds. We'll swing by the field and have a peek. And we can't weed it until the first growth stage. And I don't really want to use herbicide because I think herbicide's frowned upon for the number for our what's it called? We'll just pull over and have a quick peek. I think it's frowned upon for the numbers for the field environmentally. Oh yeah, we're only looking at 89%. I think the better half of the field's on the other side, right? Over here, yeah. We're looking at 123% expected yield. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna waste the money on the roller. I think we're just gonna leave it as is. And we'll hit it with the weeder when it hits first growth stage. So we might buy that weeder that's on sale while we can get it. Which actually, before it disappears, it's 70% off. I mean, we can't lose on that. I think we have the horsepower to pull it, possibly. So we're gonna grab that and hold on to it just in case. Yeah, I'm not super worried about the rolling. But once that hits first growth stage, we're gonna have to come over and weed it for sure. And tomorrow will be the first day of October. Which means it's gonna start getting chilly and spooky around the farm. Hopefully it doesn't snow before the first growth stage pops up, because that would be really fun trying to do that over snow. Especially now that we have the weeder. We don't want to miss out on doing it now that we've paid for it. I also don't remember if I have a weight for the back of this tractor. I hope I do. I'm sure these bags are not light. They don't make it in the forklift lane. And a forklift's made to do this. This thing doesn't really have too much weight in the back. The chickens should be happy that they're going to have food. We'll drop this right here and go get our forks put on. Where's the... Okay, these are the first ones we're going to do, because we don't know what comes in those. I don't see a weight, so we're going to have to pick these up one at a time. What am I about to do? Hopefully it doesn't flip the tractor over. Seems okay. A little light on the rear end, but that's okay. Now, what is this bag going to get us? It looks like it fills up 3 out of the 4, which is good. So that was 1,000 liters, and it got us 350 on protein. Got us nothing on energy, so we have to give them a bag of wheat. 350 and 300. Okay. Well, at least it covers the protein that we couldn't get, which was the soybeans. I also want to make sure I'm not going to fill it up all the way by accident, but it looks like they're going to need a lot of food, so I don't think I'm going to overfill it by accident, because if you overfill it with one food type, you can't put everything else in, and then you're not getting the absolute most out of them productivity-wise, and we want the most productivity we can get out of them, that's for sure. This will be our bag of wheat. Yeah, it looks like their capacity is going to be like somewhere in the range of like, I don't know, 50,000 liters worth of food. It's a lot of food. Maybe I've misjudged having 100 chickens. But we'll have to see how well they produce eggs and go from there. But it seems like it's going to be very food oriented. But if that's the case, the only thing we really have to buy is the chicken feed, because that does moisture food, base food, and protein. So we don't have to buy the maize, we don't have to buy the carrots. The only we need is the wheat, which we could grow our own field of wheat. Let's see if we can do 2 here. It's too much. Bring that back in a little bit. Oh, it doesn't seem too bad. Oh yeah, their food capacity is going to be off the chart. Oh, now I gotta shrink this down for the pallets. There's no really good view for picking up pallets with a front-end motor. I'll come underneath it if I want to do that, because it'll get stuck on the forks on their days off. Probably should have done these one at a time. Flew right through that. Let's see, that's 8,000 liters, and it's only probably a quarter of their food bar. But they're at 100% capacity, and their health is coming up, which is what we want. Because once their health maxes out, their proficiency will get better. Yeah, because the health's related to the productivity. We can also sell these chickens when they get older, too. They're only worth $1 a piece right now, apparently. I feel like we paid $6 a piece for them. So maybe if their number ever goes over 6, we'll sell them as a profit. And the ones we birth will be a full profit. Yeah, they're smashing through that protein food, though. That's 35%. Which, if it goes below... It can't go below 90, because then the productivity collapses. But if we just give them base, moisture, and protein, that would be 90% right there. We wouldn't have to worry about energy food, which is the wheat. Well, I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably going up to the store and filling this trailer with chicken feed mix. And I'm going to get started on another contract. But for right now, I'm going to leave it there for you guys. And I will see you in the next one.